But the thing I hate about them the most is that they're making it harder for us to laugh. One of the things that people will tell you when they visit places like North Korea, or people will tell you when they lived through authoritarian regimes, is that the first thing to go when a dictator takes power is humor and satire, because it's a risk. It's a risk to the autocrat in power. The one thing is, my friend is I have a magazine editor friend who is sort of a Milo fan on the DL, you know, because you can't say it in public if you work in the media, but you know. And he says the thing that dictators and authoritarians hate the most, and this is why I know you're right, is the sound of laughter. It's people having fun. And this is why Seinfeld and Chris Rock won't play colleges anymore. America's most successful comedian in history, and a hilarious black guy who you would think get a pass for everything. Their rules, not mine. I mean, you know, won't play colleges anymore. They're telling me what I can find funny. Well, that isn't funny. I find AIDS quite funny. I find Islam quite funny. I find all sorts of things that I'm not supposed to... What's that? Aloha Snack Bar, yeah. No. I find trannies quite funny. I mean, all these things are inherently very entertaining, but we're told that we can't laugh about them because we're offending someone. Oh. Madam, I'm grateful to you for coming, but to be quite honest with you, fuck your feelings. Off you go. Off you go. Off you go. I'm sorry, darling, this isn't the silver-haired Snowflake show. This is the Milo show, and it's time for you to go. Thank you. You can be triggered at any age. Any age. I'm afraid I can't hear you. I'm sorry. We're going to carry on with the show, but thank you very much for coming. I'm going to show you some victims of this kind of politics. The politics of feelings. All right, let's carry on. She's had enough attention, I think. That's sad. That's sad. Thank you, sir. You can come and see me afterwards. All right. We love our police. Any more desperately triggered snowflakes in need of their 5 minutes of fame? Speak now. Blue lives do matter. Thank you, sir. Anybody else who's desperate for their 5 minutes of internet fame, now's your chance. I felt she was very low energy. You know, if you want to, you know, look, there's a large body of work out there now. We've got the red paint from Rutgers. We've got the tranny from where was it? I can't even remember. Washington, D.C. somewhere. American University. Milo wants me dead. Do I? We've got Trigglypuff. If you want to make a scene and enter the history books of Milo protesters, you have to do a lot better than that.
My compliment is, Milo, you're the #1 person in my porn collection, and I'm excited to see Gay Watch.
Thank you.
What do you think of bisexuals, and is there a reason to come out of the closet?
There isn't really bisexual. For women, well, women have much more malleable sexuality than men's. They're quite easily nudged into relationships with other women after bad relationships with men, which is why I say lesbians aren't real. It's a sort. No, I mean it's a sort of unfortunate phase that some women go through. There's no reason to suppose that female sexuality has anything in common with male sexuality. We are different sexes with completely different brains and bodies. And therefore, you know, our sexuality functions differently, which we know. It expresses itself differently, which we know. There's no reason to suppose that the reason some men go for other men and the reason some women go for other women has anything to do with the other. And I don't think that it does. I think lesbians, by and large, are driven into the arms of other women because they want companionship, because they have bad experiences with men, because they're lonely, because they're looking for things other than the things that men their age want to provide. Men, on the other hand, do seem occasionally to be born fairly hardwired into it. I'm sure there are some male bisexuals, but more often than not, they're just gay. And these days, I would, if you got to be gay and you can't zap your way out of it, or pray, if Uncle Pence's waiting list is too long for you, if you can't afford jumper cables, if you can't pray it away, if you really have to suck dick, if you've got to do it, then you may as well come out, because it's a competitive advantage in today's progressive world. You know, you're all kinds of mollycoddling and special treatment. You know, I mean, Kevin Spacey knew this. Now, the strategy didn't work for him. It didn't work for him because he was accused of fucking kids, and it was a bit too audacious even for him. But he instinctively understood that there are different rules for minorities under a progressive orthodoxy. This is the basis of identity politics. It's the undermining of equality under the law. The idea of hate speech laws is that it's more of a crime to punch me than it is to punch him. Now, this is ludicrous for two reasons. One is the most important one is it destroys that essential principle of equality under the law. Two is that who's to say that it was a hate crime? I mean, far more people want to punch me than want to punch him. I probably deserve it, and all I've got to do is turn around and say he did it because I'm gay, and it's suddenly a hate crime with double the prison sentence. It's fucking insane. You know, if you are bisexual, which if you're a woman means snap out of it and get a boyfriend. If you're a man, it means you're gay. Come out, because it is a competitive advantage, and you will see the benefits of gay privilege from day one.